And going back to school here at O.W.L. Good morning, Dina.
Good morning.
We've got Colin here, and who do we have here?
Well, this is Pokey. He is a barred owl, and he came to us in 2008 from Surrey. And unfortunately, he had a broken wing. It's the left one that's kind of hanging here, and you can see there's a lot of broken feathers. And it healed when it arrived already, but improperly. So unfortunately, he's not able to fly very well. So he is one of our permanent residents. Fortunately, though, he makes regular visits to schools Mondays to Fridays as an education bird, teaching kids about, the importance of these raptors as well as OWL, the society, and what we do.
And we know that you go to schools, but we're actually in a schoolhouse right now.
Yes, we are. So this is our schoolhouse. Usually there's a whole bunch of chairs in here, and we have volunteer teachers who do programs for grade 1 and up. And they teach about OWL, what we do, as well as different hazards that humans pose to wildlife.
What would you say the biggest hazard is that we pose to wildlife?
Well, one of the biggest injuries that a bird, such as an owl, comes in with is from a car accident. Something as simple as throwing an apple core out the window can lead to that. They're not going after the apple core, but they're going after whatever critters are going after that.
And then, of course, they can get injured. And obviously, if anyone believes they see really any wildlife in distress, they should call and first find out if they are actually in distress and what the process is for making sure that they get the help they need. You can help OWL as well. OWL Be Home for Christmas is a big fundraiser that's happening. More details on the website. But you, by the way, Jody or Riaz, could actually, by donation, get a picture taken with a barred owl just like Pokey.
Okay, that is so cool.
So
we are going to do that. Look at him. He's like, can I go back to sleep
it's
now,
so
people?
peaceful, yeah. Look at that.
We've got the behind the scenes of what they do at the actual food bank. So that's coming up tomorrow, but they do great work here at OWL. And what's interesting, Martina, is barred owls didn't actually used to be here, right?
Exactly, yeah. So actually back in the 50s, ones like this barred owl here, they just weren't in this location in the Lower Mainland, in BC, in Canada, really. They're actually originated more from the southern United States. So back in the 70s, they started migrating up here naturally, and now they're one of the most common owls in the Lower Mainland.
And in fact, you have a number of barred owls here right now, like this one.
Absolutely. So in care right now, we have 15 barred owls. So most of them came in hit by cars, and they have broken wings or head trauma and stuff like that. So right now, what we're going to do with him is actually just rewrap his wing. We checked it out that it's healing okay, and we'll just stabilize it now with the wrap and try to get him back to recovery.
And really, as you continue to do your exam, this is really why people should support OWL, so that you can continue to do this good work, because it is about rehabilitating and obviously putting them back out.
And getting them back to the wild, absolutely. So hopefully that's what will happen with this guy once he's healed fully. He has a broken wing in a high area, which isn't able to be surgically repaired, so we're just stabilizing it, like I said, and hopefully he'll get back to the wild.
So how long could you possibly have owls like this here? I mean, obviously it depends on the injury.
Exactly. So with a broken wing, it can take 4 to 6 weeks for it to fully heal and calcify, and then we'll do some physiotherapy and try to get him in a flight cage, of course, get him flying and hunting before he's released.
Now we're hearing this clicking sound.
Oh, right.
What is that?
So that clicking noise you hear is actually his beak snapping at us, trying to scare us away, a warning sign.
As they should, because they are wild, right?
Exactly. They don't want us doing this.
They don't, but what we need is for you to support OWL. Great event. OWL Be Home for Christmas.
Absolutely.
What happens there?
So this Saturday, we're actually going to have an event where you can get your picture taken with Santa and a barred owl. And of course, there's hot chocolate and cookies and all sorts of things. But it's fundraisers to go to support.
Doing anything this weekend? More details on your screen throughout the morning. Coming up in our next segment, we will meet the famous eagle from Nanoose Bay. Yeah, and right now we are here at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. We're in Ladner, and people are welcome to make their way out here on Saturday for OWL Be Home for Christmas, which is a great fundraiser, and it's your opportunity to really help them do the great work that they do here in Ladner. So right now, Mindy, we have a very special, well, he's been a guest here now for a little while. Can we show him? Who is this?
This is the bald eagle that was found in the ocean in Nanoose Bay, and it was quite a viral video. He did end up swimming right towards the fisherman that rescued him. He was brought to us severely emaciated, and unfortunately, just through the months of care so far, we're still dealing with an illness. And he had a rough night last night. So he does have an appointment with the vet very soon. We're going to go over some more details as to what could be ailing him.
So what kinds of things are you doing, to check him out right now?
Well, right now, because of his evening, I'm actually going to administer some fluids and just make sure that he's well hydrated. This is called a lactated ringer. It's basically the equivalent of Gatorade. It's to help rehydrate. Yeah.
And so he's been here for a while, and really there's not, it's one of those things where you just don't know when he could possibly be released, I suppose.
It's true, and it's not always a quick and easy success story. Sometimes these birds end up with us for quite some time, and we're doing everything we can here, and hopefully this will make them feel a little better.
Well, the work that you do here is so important. You have staff, you have so many volunteers. There are volunteer opportunities available, and one of the greatest ways you can help is just by coming out here this weekend. Owl will be home for Christmas. You get your picture taken with Santa and a barred owl. All those details available on their website. I think that's all the attention. Snoopy, right, Dina?
Yes, he does. Everyone loves him. He is a solid owl, and he came from Richmond in a parking lot, and he had a wing injury, so that's why he's with us. But I think everybody's pretty happy that he managed to stay on as an education bird visiting schools. So he is awesome at it.
And you got a great fundraiser that's happening this Saturday.
Yes, we have Owl Be Home for Christmas on Saturday between 10 and 3. We'll have Santa pictures as well as hot chocolate and apple cider being sold. And you are welcome to visit our gift area or front Education Birds for tours.
Such a great opportunity to support the great work and important work that they do out here in Ladner. Now, Jody and Riaz, people can check out my last post on Twitter. We did a fun little thing called What's Bigger Than Snoopy? So we know that my phone is bigger than Snoopy. We know that this banana is bigger than Snoopy, and there are several more things that are bigger than Snoopy. I'm thinking everything is bigger than Snoopy. Don't you just love Snoopy? Get back to Snoopy, come on.
He's just so little.
It's like a staring contest with Snoopy here.
She gets a little.
Oh,
he's
little
winking
wink.
at you.
Hello.
Hello, Riaz.
Good morning.
Really great work being done out here in Ladner at the Orphan Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. And Dina, a great event happening on Saturday.
Yes, we have our annual Owl Be Home for Christmas event, and it's featuring Santa pictures with an owl, as well as public tours happening, and gift area is open.
And tours like the area we're in right now, you have guided tours available so that people can actually meet owls like this one.
Yeah, so these are our permanent residents. They were birds that came in as patients, but were non-releasable because of their injuries, but they are here as education birds.
So this is a great horned owl. We're going to make our way over to the falcon right now. And we should point out, too, that you also have a great museum area.
Yeah, we have an interpretation center of sorts, and we have different habitats set up with taxidermy animals, so you can see what they would look like in the wild.
Excellent. And now we have who? Who's this?
This is Ariel. She is a peregrine falcon. She was found in New West by a train station, actually. So she has an amputation, and that is why she is with us. Unfortunately, she cannot fly very well.
Now, if anyone ever comes across a bird that they feel may be in distress or injured, what should they do?
They should definitely call the rehabilitator that's local. We handle raptors, and we have a 24-hour line that you can call anytime.
And who are these guys?
These guys are Piggy and Serenity, one of our very famous ones. They were both actually found at the airports. They were hit by a plane.
Oh my goodness.
So they are unable to be released, but snowy owls definitely can't see them too often because they don't live here.
And it costs to care for these permanent residents and the ones that are getting rehabilitated. So very, very quickly, if people want to help, what can they do?
They can sponsor birds, actually. A small donation for these guys helps their food and medication, and you get a certificate in the mail.
There you go. So that could actually be a great Christmas gift. Jody and Riaz, for all the details on the event happening Saturday and how you can help Owl, you can check out their website. But bye-bye, little snowy owls.